Okay, so welcome back again. Finding the best conference is really hard, especially nowadays, because there are a lot of online conferences. Fortunately, Coştu will guide us to how to choose a conference. Coştu is currently studying industrial engineering at Kadir Has University. In the last 5 years, he has been attending MUN conferences, having different experiences in different positions, both in academic and organizational side. Such conferences lead this way on his MUN career. So Coştu, stage is yours.
Thank you. Once again. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining my session also. Today, I'll talk about, as our co-host introduced, I'm Efe Coştu, and I'll talk about how to choose a conference. In these quarantine days, unfortunately, we have a lot of inflation of MUN conferences. I don't say that it is a bad thing, but there are few conferences that are not high quality enough to develop yourself. So I will talk about this issue today, right now. So how to choose a conference. There are several aspects to consider while choosing a conference, depending upon your expectations. These expectations can vary people to people, delegate to delegate. So, but basically and briefly, here are my expectations that can be listed. The quality of conference, academic and organizational team, distance from your hometown, acquirements and certificates, and entertainments. So I have listed 5 different aspects to attend a conference while choose a conference while attending one. So these are the basic bullet points to choose conference, which I will explain detailedly. So the quality aspect of MUN conferences, which is the first aspect of our list, there are few quality aspects you should consider while choosing and attending conferences. These aspects can be listed as committees, study guides, and distribution to committees of delegates. Experience differentiation. What I mean is that if you look at the first bullet point, the committees, there are actually a lot of different committees with different content in different MUN conferences. So while attending one, you should consider to look at the committees, which are those which are more attractive to you. Then you should join, because otherwise, if you are in a committee that you don't want to, that is not getting interested to you, or that you are not related with, most probably you will be bored in the conference and bored in the session. So therefore, you won't be able to, you won't want to attend any more MUN conferences. So therefore, before attending one, I highly suggest that you should check the committees, read detailedly, and have a little research about it. And before that, once you have say that, okay, this is my committee and I will join this MUN conference, you should after joining it, after paying the money, the organization team and academic team will send you the study guide, which is explanation of the committee's agenda item. So study guides actually, as I have mentioned, explains the agenda item. So while choose this is actually not a aspect, but it comes with a sub-brand of the committees, so therefore it is also important. And lastly, distribution to committees of delegates. In some MUN conferences, they sort the committees with the experience, such as the levels, beginner, intermediate, and more advanced committees. So you should also check these aspects while attending one, because if you are a first timer or not, if you don't have that much experience and you attend advanced committee, then the result will be bad for you. And second one, academic and organization team. As I have aforementioned, the quality of the conference is significant factor to consider while choosing a conference. The quality also depends upon the academic and organization team. The more experienced academic and organization team, the higher the quality of the conference. Additionally, if you learn more from academic and organization team, then you will be more successful in your future conferences. So what I mean is that in this bullet point, if the academic and organization team does not have that much experience with MUNs, then they will organize like something like a debate, which is I don't support, I don't suggest. So therefore, while attending a MUN conference, you can see the website. For example, I'm studying at the Kadir Has University. If you go our website, KHAS MUN, you can see our previous conferences, KHAS 14, 15, 16, 17, and we are organizing KHAS MUN, KHAS Advanced, and KHAS Training. So this is also important factor to consider while attending one. This will be very beneficial if the academic and organization team have more experience, because you will learn more from them. Additionally, to this bullet point, if you want to organize your MUN conference, then you obviously have to see the perfect MUNs from experienced academic and organization team. And our third one, distance from attendees hometown. This is actually not that important bullet point, but I wanted to add because I live in Kocaeli. I'm now in the Kocaeli. So in my hometown, there is no MUNs organized. So therefore, I always when I was in the high school, I always had to go to Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, Antalya. So therefore, this was a little bit over budgeted for me. So if you want to take an example of Turkey, there are a lot of MUN conferences being prepared around Turkey. Therefore, if you're looking to go to a conference with limited budget, you can consider to choose conferences which are more closer to your hometown. For example, Kocaeli to Istanbul or Bolu to Ankara, closer to cities that are organized MUNs. So I gave the example of this because Kocaeli is closer to Istanbul, and if you take the train rather than going to Ankara, it will be more cheaper. And so I think this is also important if you have a limited budget. And fourthly, acquirements and certificates. Most of the conferences does collaboration or get themselves approved from official establishments, which makes your certificate more admittable in global scale. As an example, I gave HMUN got approved from NATO's Public Diplomacy Division. This is sub-branch of NATO, and they got approved from NATO's sub-branch, which is, I think, a significant issue, getting approved such an important establishment. Additionally, there are a few conferences that does charity events during conference, which may be useful for you. As an example for this, we are also having a charity event after this, Tema. Donating money to Tema. Also, some conferences does this, and if you are carrying these kind of issues, you can check it out, the conferences Instagram pages or websites. Then you can see that either the conference doing such a charity or not. This is also a good thing to consider. And entertainment part, which I have for aforementioned, not mandatory. I don't think that is not mandatory, but there are some delegates, there are some attendees that want to have fun during a MUN conference. This is actually depending upon, may change, may vary depending upon your expectations from what you want to get from a MUN conference. So entertainment is also a part of a MUN conference, which should not be the first expectation of MUN conferences, in my opinion. Mostly the entertainment part in MUN conferences consists of different parties, activities during coffee breaks or fun sessions. Once again, depending upon your expectation, you can also have a little look to entertainment part of conferences, which should not be your first expectation. Of course, you need to have fun while attending a MUN conference, but this should not be the first criteria that you are looking for, because MUN conferences develops students in many ways. So which you will understand it in your university or post high school years. So in my opinion, entertainment should not be the first option, but you can also consider if you want to have fun in parties in Ankara and activities during coffee breaks. So that's all I want to explain actually. If you have any questions, I can answer it right now, but there are also some parts that I want to more have a detailed talk. But before that, if you have any questions, I can answer it right now. Right now I can see the chat. There it is. Yes, if you have any questions, I can answer it right now, or I will go on have a little more detailed about the previous slides. Any questions?
There is one.
Yeah, I can
How many MUN experiences does a delegate need to have organizing MUN?
So this is a tricky question actually, depending upon student to student, because if you attend one and you get to understand, once you get to understand the ambience of the MUN, you can actually organize one, but I don't support. In my opinion, it may be not for me to say, but if there is a question, I will answer. Organizing an MUN may be at least 10, 5 delegate, 5 academic or organizational part. So 10 may be the okay number for organizing an MUN, at least.
There is one more. How can we see the distribution of the delegates?
So yes, as I have mentioned, I will show it right now if there is no problem. Just a second, please. Now I will share my screen. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So here is Hasmun's website. So once you go there, previous conferences, look, Hasmun 16, Hastrain 15, Hasmun 19, Hastrain 18, Hasmun 18, Hastrain 17, Hasmun 17. This was the question, right? Did I get it right or wrong? No. Okay. Yes. I remember. Sorry for answering it wrong, but actually you can see it. I got the question wrong. I'm sorry. So once you go committees, look in MUN there is beginner, intermediate, advanced, and court. This is something not related with MUN. This is court. It's something different. So in beginner you have DISEC, SPECPOL, ECOSOC, UNSOI, and HLFP, and intermediate and advanced. So these are different committees with differentiated with the difference of the hardness of the committees. So not every conference does that, but there are few that does it. So if you go their website, you can check. As an example, MUN does this, which I suggest. This is a perfect example for your question, I think.
Should the DG be as experienced as SG?
In my opinion, yes, because otherwise problems occur during the conference, like controlling the money or organizing the classes, stuff like that. So in my opinion, yes.
And should we choose high school conferences or university level conferences?
So yes, when I was in high school, I was really enjoying the university conferences because in university conferences, people are more experienced, more knowledgeable rather than compared to high school students. So high school students. So therefore, university MUNs are more enjoyable and more beneficial for you. Yes, that's the answer.
Does Hasmun or MUNturkey.com help MUNers to organize a MUN conference?
MUN Turkey does. Hasmun currently doesn't. We don't offer any help to those who are organizers, but MUN Turkey does, as far as I know.
Regarding the quality aspect of MUN conferences rather than committees, what other criteria should we look for?
Regarding the quality aspect of MUN conferences rather than committees, so as I have mentioned, there are few aspects. Regarding the quality aspect of rather than committees, you should also look as the quality aspect. You can also look the experience, which I have mentioned in here, but these will be actually more than enough for you actually. if you look at the experience of academic and organization team and the committees that are interested for you, these will actually, in my opinion, more than enough to have an enjoyable MUN and enjoyable and beneficial MUN for a conference for you.
Which contributions did Emea bring to you?
Yes, that's a perfect question. It's actually also a bit off topic, but I want to answer it. So I was when I was in high school, I did IB. I was IB student, which is a really, really hard high school program all around the world. MUN actually developed me in several ways, such as level of my English, or level of my academic English, and talking, debating, stuff like that. Actually developed me in MUN, developed me in such ways. So which also helped me in the IB program. So actually MUN is just like self-development activity for me. Yes, that's it.
What's the first thing to do if we want to organize an Emea conference? What are the top 5 important things?
So actually, I have a list for this one, but I can't find it right now. I can send it later. I have listed things to do while organizing a MUN conference. After this session, I can share it with you. The 5 most important things: academic and organization team, committees, the conference hall that you are organizing the conference, and organizing the delegate in the coffee breaks, like organizational part and academical part, rather than academic and organization team. These are different. I have differentiated these aspects in a different one, because academic and organization team, once you have the great team, also you have to operate them in a great way. So therefore, these are different aspects. In my opinion, these are the 5 most important things while organizing one.
Sometimes when schools organize conferences, the team don't always have 8 to 10 or more experiences. What do you think about this? Is it still doable with the support of advisors?
Yes, I got the answer. I got the question. I don't support organizing an MUN without having experienced team, because otherwise, as I have mentioned, it is becoming something not MUN, not related with MUN. It's like a local debate session, like conference. So I don't support. It's not doable, in my opinion, if you don't have the experienced team while organizing an MUN conference.
Do you have additional criteria for online conferences, or is it same with the real conferences?
Actually, I haven't attended any online conferences yet, which I don't think. But mostly it is same for the real conferences, unless you don't have the entertainment and distance from your hometown part criteria for online conferences. But for once or twice you can join, but otherwise I don't think online conferences are that much as beneficial as real MUNs in schools.
So thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you very much too for being the perfect co-host.
Thank you. So see you in the next session.
Thank you.